Everybody, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I'm down at my allotment again, and today what I'm doing, I'm going to be putting up the structure for my polytunnel. I'm doing an old-made one on the cheap, so I'm going to show you how you can do a cheap polytunnel, and I'm going to show you the process of how I'm going to do mine. So I'll be back with you in a minute. So what I've got my hammer, and I've got some galvanized steel rods. I brought these in 3-meter sections. So what I've done, I've cut them into meters, and I've measured out how long my polytunnel is going to be, which is going to be 14 feet by 5 feet wide. So what I've done, I've put one in, and I'm going to bang this home, and then I'm going to put up all these pegs in. Once I've done all these pegs, then I'm gonna got the plastic poly pipe, what I'm gonna be using instead of getting one. A lot of people say that when you make it with a poly pipe, it lasts a lot longer. So this is galvanized piping, what they use for ducting and that. So you can get this in some electrical shops, screw fix direct, but I got this on the tube, so this is what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to do this, and once I've got all these pegs in, I'll show you what it looks like before I go on to the next stage. Right everybody, so we've got our poles in. As you can see, we've got 8 in, and I've got my poly pipe, which I've cut into the right lengths what I want, which is 5 meters. And so what I've got to do now, I've got to push the pipe over until when I get it straight, and then to make the arches for the polytunnel. So this is going to be a bit of a tricky part. So I'm going to do this, and once I've done that, I'll be back with you in a sec. Right everyone, so I've got the poly pipes on now. Didn't take me that long, but the only thing now, what you have to do is adjust them to the right height what you want them. They're going to look a bit taller than the other, but once I get the plastic, then I will know which ones need to come up or down a bit, because I've put them on that pipe, so I can always pull them up a bit or adjust them to get them to the same height. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some maybe wood or bamboo or something like that to tie along the sides, so it come along the sides, so that would hold it all steady. Then I'm going to get one what goes across the top as well, like maybe one or two what goes across the top here, what comes across like this, and to hold this steady. Hopefully that's what my plan is. This is what I've got the hoops up, which is the main hard part of it. So once I've got the bits to do, the plastic comes, then I will know how to adjust these to the right height and get them to the all level, so that when the plastic goes on, it goes over tightly and fits snugly onto it. So that's how I'm building my polytunnel. I'm not paying no big money for one of those ones what come out of the garden centre. This stuff is good stuff, it lasts for years. The only thing I might have to do every now and then is just take off the plastic and change the plastic. So what I'm going to do with all this grass area now, I'm going to get the weed mats, put the weed mats down. Then when I put the plastic over, put the weed mat on top of it, and then put a thin layer of mulch on top of it, so I can put my rest of my pots and everything on there. So what I'm going to be planting in there is mostly tropical plants, what I know like a bit of heat, so that's why I've done this. I'm going to put one of my sweet potatoes, one or two of my sweet potatoes at the back in big pots, so they get all the heat and see how they do in the polytunnel. So that's that for now. Remember, if you're watching these videos, to like, share and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell another friend. If you want to leave any comments, leave them in the comment section. This polytunnel, because I know a lot of people, the guy in the plumbing shop done me this cheap. I've just bought a whole roll, and I've got another roll of the smaller one what I'm going to use for these cloches. I'll show you that. When I dig this over, I'm going to put this down there like this. These ones I don't really need the pipe for them, so that's how these ones are going to go in the beds. And then what I'll do, once I've done that, I'll just put a netting over this to stop the birds and that come from coming and pecking down everything. So that's what I plan on doing there. Just getting some of these brambles up before they stick everybody. What I've got, my plan is to do, once I start planting, just put a netting over it to stop the birds and that. And then once the plants get more established, then I can take the netting off. So all these, I'm going to be doing the same thing with all of them. So that's my plan. Right, so I'll be back with you in a minute. So everybody, remember I put my potatoes in this box. I only can see one coming out so far. So I'm just going to put a bit of water on there. It hasn't been watered for a while. That's a good thing about this plot. I like how the water is always accessible. So that's some water on there. So that's the advantage what I've got, is having access to the water. I'm just waiting to see if any of these potatoes what I put in there come up. I hope they do, because then once it comes up, then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a layer of straw on top of that. So instead of putting the compost, just let the potatoes stay at the bottom and then put the layer of straw on top, and that it'd be easier for me to dig it up. Right. So that is what I've done for today, is just put the polytunnel up, and I hope you like this one. It gives you an idea of how you can save money buying one of the other polytunnels, one of them ones. You can just put up your own. The plastic and everything you can order on eBay, which was what I've done. So I've got a polytunnel for not a lot of money, so you can build a polytunnel on the cheap if you've got the resources and the time to do it, and find the bits and pieces, and then you can build it to the size what you want it as well. So that's what I've done. So I hope you like this one. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell another friend. If you want to leave any comments, leave them in the comment section. If you want to ask any questions, you can ask questions in the comment section. I will get back to you on them. So you take care, and happy gardening to you all, and see you all on the next one. Thanks for watching.